Hi guys, my name is MJ. Welcome to VeilSide channel. Another massive drop from Mini GT and KaidoHouse. We'll do it in this sequence, okay? First the S13, then the red Supra, the Bugatti Bolide, the R33 CSR, the highly anticipated Skelly, the Nissan Z, and last but not least the S13 from KaidoHouse. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Mini GT number 1157. This is the Nissan Silvia S15 number 555, the LB Super Silhouette. Okay, Team Mini GT Liberty Walk 2025 Formula Drift. So there we go at the back. It does have the Nissan licensing as well. So this is in the very nice chrome blue. Okay, here we go. Let me do a close up. Okay. So this is Team Mini GT real world entry for the 2025 Formula Drift season. It features the massive LB Super Silhouette wide body kit, okay, making the S15 look like old school Group 5 race car. The stance is ridiculously wide, okay, very crazy. And the intricate livery work wrapping around this huge fenders, right? It's actually top tier from Mini GT. This is actually very nicely done. They've done a couple of chrome cars already. Actually, it's not easier to put so much decal on chrome because the chrome paint is actually very easily destroyed. There we go, a lot of details. So this is not the first time. This is not a new collaboration. They've collaborated a couple of times already. They've done the car number 555 a couple of times as well. Okay. Very cool. Nice. Not a new casting, quite a few of this S15 Liberty Walk already. However, this would be a very nice one to have because it actually competed in Formula Drift. Okay. To the side, 6-spoke rims, huge Mini GT logo. There's a lot of sponsor logos. Very nicely done. Okay, so this would be the S15. I do quite like this icon here at the back. Yeah, it's very cute. Right, that's the S15. Then we move on to Mini GT number 1094, the Toyota Supra VeilSide Combat V-I in red. Licensed by Toyota and VeilSide as well. Okay, here we go. Again, not a new casting. Quite nice to see Mini GT is building on their VeilSide variants. Very crazy looking body kit. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the VeilSide body kits. I just feel that it's really over the top. It curves at places that, I don't know, it's just not for me. What do you guys think? Okay, the front bumper details, the intercooler detail down here. Very nice. So VeilSide is a legendary Japanese tuning company. This kit is actually iconic in the late 90s. Okay, completely changing the front bumper and adding this massive wing. Very crazy. The red paint here is super glossy and the headlamp details are done as usual from Mini GT. Very nicely done. Look at that. Matching with the chrome rims. Very crazy looking. Check out the rear. Taillights done properly as well. Interior wise, there's a roll cage. There's some meters down here on the dash side. VeilSide sticker, windshield sticker only on the passenger side on the left. Interesting. Very interesting take on the iconic Supra. Okay, then we move on to next, the Mini GT number 1063, the Bugatti Bolide presentation. So this will be the second variant of the Bolide. First is the red, which I already covered. Where is it? There we go. In the real world, this is actually a track-only hypercar with 1,800 horsepower. It's incredibly rare actually. Only 40 units were produced at the Moseum factory. Okay, with the production wrapping up in late 2025. It's pretty much covered in aerodynamic channels and exposed carbon. So Mini GT replicated the complex X-shaped taillights and a massive roof scoop perfectly. The blue and black presentation spec looks so mean, looks so good. Very crazy looking, right? Interior wise, you can see the two-tone interior as well. Okay, there's really a lot of aero bits, and I think having maintained the price of the Mini GT, I think this is really, that's quite a lot of details that's given. W16.4, that's the engine. Nice, look at the diffuser. And check out the rear again, look at that. Very, very crazy looking. Huge Bugatti logo at the back. More carbon fiber bits, the French logo down there. Crazy. Very crazy. Okay, that's the Bolide. Next we go to the R33. Okay, Mini GT number 1128. Nissan Skyline GTR NISMO BCNR33 CRS version, dark metal grey. Okay, it's the back of the box. This is, I believe, a new casting. So after R34 CSR, then comes this R33 CSR. CRS. CRS stands for Clubman Race Spec. Okay, the NISMO Omori factory literally strips down the real R33, okay, down to the bare metal chassis and rebuilds them using modern R34 and R35 GTR technology. This is still a very active program right now, and Nissan recently expanding their NISMO restoration centers globally. This model is painted in dark metal grey. The cosmetic highlights are actually subtle but very aggressive. The carbon style front lip, yeah, it's supposed to be carbon style, but oh, look at the front lip, very nice. The GTR badge, very nicely done. Headlamps. This is Mini GT's first R33, right? Very nice. Very nice place to start. Yeah, this is Mini GT's own very first R33. The NISMO rims, okay, replicated very nicely. The ride height is very cool as well. Oh, interior wise, everything is black. Carbon fiber frame, carbon fiber rear wing. You can see the NISMO logo here. Okay, it should be NISMO. Can't tell, it's just really very small. Let me know. Or does it read something else? I'm just so used to seeing the 400R badge here, right? Because there's so many 400Rs out there in 64 scale. Okay, very cool. Very nice. Very nice. This could be one of my favorites in this batch of arrival. Okay, that's the 33. Next, we'll move on to the heavy hitter this round. Mini GT number 1143. The Porsche 911 GT3R car number 11. 2025 IMSA Petit Le Mans AO Racing. Okay, so this is the pretty hot one. Everyone has been texting, keep asking, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Finally, it's freaking here, okay? So I'll just run through the packaging first. In total, as far as I understand, 3 packaging: the box version, the regular version, and then there is the Mini GT blister version with a photo of the car, okay, with the gold tooth as well. So it did the gold tooth. Mini GT did in 1/64 scale too. Yeah, this is very, very cool. It's actually in the pit lane. I'm not sure. Is it during the pit? Yeah, the driver's still inside, and there's another car in the pits being worked on at the back as well. So this photo is pretty cool. Okay, and if you purchase directly from AO Racing's website, this is what you get. Same, it should be, I didn't really compare it. Oh no, even the box is different. Inverted. So if you see the Mini GT one, it's white to black. This is black to white. The box is inverted, and the blister artwork here at the back is different as well. So this is the cartoonized Skelly. Okay, car the same because it raced the same race, right? So this the story about this livery is it was the the race is in October, Halloween season. There we go. Oh, look at that. So the story, right? So fans of IMSA will recognize Rexy, the green dinosaur, right? So this is a special livery for the 2025 Petit Le Mans around Halloween time. The real car actually raced in the GTD Pro class, okay, before a collision with the LMP2 prototype, dropped them to 8th place finish. Okay, so yeah, accident happened during the race. Right, pretty cool that they have the teeth detailed too. So if I remember correctly, this represented the 2024 championship that they won. The other two go-tos actually represent the wins that they won. And I just realized, is this... Okay, I thought the motul went out of place. But no, it's okay. Right, fan favorite. Very nicely done 64 scale. I did review the 118. There is a 143 as well, but I don't have that. So you can actually check out my previous photo for the 118, and it's a huge difference compared to this. Interior wise, it's in black. Okay. Nice. Very nicely done. Look at that. Not a new casting, quite a few GT3Rs already, but I think this is the one to get. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys... I did notice one or two of you guys are staring clear of the Porsches from Mini GT. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Okay, because this is the one that's going up like crazy, especially the one from AO Racing. I did hear the price of that is ridiculous right now. Okay. Right, moving on to the next. Last but not least, Mini GT, the Nissan Fair Lady Z, another VeilSide FFZ400 in Seiran blue, number 1167. So as far as I can recall, this is not a new casting. A couple of VeilSide Fair Lady out already. There is the Pandem Fair Lady as well. There is a Liberty Walk Fair Lady, and they do have the stock Fair Lady too. So this is the 4th Fair Lady variant. Check out the rear. The taillights are done very nicely, I have to say. Twin pipes, okay, left and right. Diffuser done very nicely. I think this was a new casting last year. We've seen orange, and I remember chrome. I don't really recall all of the other colors. Sorry about that. Okay, very nice that they have included this detail at the back. Very cool. Okay, 5-spoke rims. Very nice. Okay, so that's the Nissan Z. KaidoHouse Mini KaidoHouse number 235. This is the Nissan Silvia S13R Kaido Drift version 1. So I think this is the first drift theme from KaidoHouse. And this is, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I kind of got a little bored with the brand. Nothing new from them. The E86 to me was okay. Didn't really get super excited over it because there's just so many limited edition, black edition. Yeah, the regular ones didn't really come out. So this is a new casting that I do enjoy actually. The crazy drift body. Very crazy wide rear. Very crazy big ass wing at the back. Oh, look at that. It's just so good. This is a very nice casting. So this is only my second unboxing of the S13. There is a black limited. I haven't got my hands on one that I can unbox yet. So hit the subscribe button, okay? Because that will help me out to grow the channel, and hopefully somebody will sponsor. Okay. Because that one, I might seriously consider to get it actually, the black limited, because this is a very nice casting. Check out the interior, roll cage in gold. There's some purple detail at the back there. The base, the dash is in carbon fiber. The seat, I think it's in purple too. It's a very nice color combination. Gold, gray, purple, and white. Look at those rims. Very cool on Yokohama rims. And of course, the best part. There we go. So this particular design is the brainchild of the legendary designer Jun Imai, deeply inspired by the 90s Japanese grassroots thrift culture. So it features a custom wide body, massive deep dish wheels. Okay, and as always, the cosmetic highlights is really off the charts. Okay, so we've got this hood open up and it reveals the highly detailed engine. So this does look like a VR38. Let me know if I'm wrong. Oh, the exhaust going up on top like that. So beautiful. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's the regular version, and I do have the chase version to show to you guys. Basically raw. Is it entirely raw? I think the fenders are raw too. Well, the fenders are not exactly raw, they are painted silver. Oh, so the front, hang on, the front is part of the mold, the back is not. The back is painted silver. This plastic part is painted silver. The front fender is part of the mold. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so this is raw. Okay, unpainted, decals only. And the way the decals joint from the front to the back, that is so cool. Very nicely done. Okay. KW, we'll go down there. Oh, it's mirrored. WK? It's supposed to be KW. I wonder if this is supposed to happen. Is this supposed to happen? I remember they don't mirror their decals like that. Or, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, KaidoHouse reads wrong as well. Okay, so I guess this is done on purpose. Because the older way, I've seen quite a few cars that has done decals like that. It reads right on one side, and it reads wrong on the other side. It's mirrored. Oh, okay, that's a pretty cool detail actually. I won't call it an error because I've seen quite a lot of cars that does this mirrored sticker thing. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, so that's the massive Mini GT KaidoHouse drop from this round. Yeah, I do have the Rexy and Rexy displayed at the back. I do have the two figures here displayed as well, which extras are available through Collector's Cube as usual, and they do ship international, so do check them out. I'll put a link in the descriptions below. So that's it for this time around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button because that'll help me out with the YouTube algorithms. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.